guys, so today I want to do a really quick and simple training on how to get the best out of your back office. This training is going to be particularly relevant to ladies who are beginning to move up the comp plan, their teams are getting bigger and they're finding it increasingly difficult to track the ladies in their team who are producing. Because of course, as you recruit ladies into your team and they recruit ladies into their teams, it's all going to show up in your back office. And some ladies will just join for the kit, some will leave, some will be doing this for a hobby, but you want a quick and easy way to track the top producers. So when you go green, Younique will give you your top 10 leaderboards in your back office, which is a really helpful feature. But I want to show you something a little bit different, how you can track your whole team. So what you'll be used to be doing when you first start out with Younique is going into my office and then my company, which is great, but as you start getting your first elites and as your team gets bigger, my royalties will be the section that you spend most of your time in. So in the My Royalties section, it will show you your progress so far in a given month. On the right, you have the current month, and on the left, you will have historical months. I'm not going to do it with this month's figures because I don't think my team will appreciate me showing everybody where they're at. So I will show one of the best months that we had. So not a lot of people know that you can look at your back office historically. So if you want to look at previous months, it's this drop down here that you will need. It will always show you the previous month on the left. So this month is January. On the left we have December. But if you want to go back further, you would literally just choose your month up here. So you can see in November we had an amazing month. It's a bumper month for us. So what you would do, you can do this for the current month, you can do this historically, is you can see the breakdown of your team. So underneath wholesale sales, it will tell you exactly how many people you have in your team. So in November, we had just over 8,000 ladies. If you click on that, it will take you through to the My Company screen, which you're very used to using. But what you can do as well is you can check the ladies who you have personally enrolled into this business. And that's what I'm going to show you today. So if we click on this number here, it's going to bring up everybody who I've recruited. Give it a few moments to load. Okay. So you can see it's in no particular order, it's in order of who I've recruited first, and that's about as far as it goes. So what if I want to see who my top sellers are? What if I want to see who's really producing in the business at the moment? Well, I would simply click on the PRS button. And what that does is it orders it in order of your top producer all the way down to people who have dropped out or who are kidnappers and have 0 PRS. So I can shout out my top sellers for the month. In November it was Rosie, Kirsten, Liz, Karen, Phoebe. So I can shout them out in the team group. So you can see how this is really going to help you with recognizing your team members. Now the one that I use an awful lot is company. And this is how I track my ladies who are going for pink, who are going for blue, who are going for green. I can see exactly how close ladies are to their next promotion. So you can see that, let's choose an example. Nikki, my superstar Nikki, she was 87% green in November, which was amazing. Actually, that's pretty much 88%. Lisa made it to 81%. Emma Poitras, 72%. So I could easily track where they were with their business so that if they tipped over the edge, I could give them a shout out. I can celebrate their promotions with them in the team group. Okay, I don't use circle so much unless I know that it's going to be a problem for someone, and I wouldn't worry too much about that until you are kind of purple or black status. Here you can see what the lifetime PRS is. So that's how much they've sold since they joined the business. And this is really, really useful because I like to shout this one out. So you can see Renee, Kirsten, Rosie, they've all done over $20,000 in sales, or they had in November. So they all got a big shout out from me. So we had Phoebe went over 10. Claire, so this is a really good example. Claire was so close to doing her 10,000 lifetime sales. She has now done it and she's had her shout out. But you can see how this really helps to keep track of the ladies who are doing well in your team. Now, 3 months PRS. That just shows you what ladies have done over the previous 3 months, and I don't worry about that so much. But first level, this will show you how many people your ladies have recruited in their whole lifetime of doing this. So I can see my top recruiters laid out along the right. So Kirsten's up there, Jane, Rosie, Ria, they're my top recruiters in the team who I've recruited personally. And I can give them shout outs for that. But also, I can see their attrition rate, so I can see if they need any help with leadership. So I can see how many are qualifying out of the ladies that they've recruited, and if it's seriously low, then I know that they need a little bit of help in the way they're recruiting. Maybe they're just advertising for kit mappers and they're not bringing people in who want to work the business. Obviously, we would need to tweak that. Maybe they're approaching the wrong kind of person. Maybe they're not getting their ladies started in the right way. So this shows me how many are qualified out of the ladies that they've brought in. It's usually between a third and a quarter for everybody. Okay, so that is pretty much everything I had to show you. You're going to find that this makes it so much easier to keep tabs of your back office in any given month. It really makes a whole load of difference, and I hope that you've taken value from this and you use it in your business going forward. Thank you, ladies. Bye.